right, that's pretty awesome. So you can get long, short, put, and call calendar spreads just like that. What's good, fam? It's your other brother Adam, Getbags. We got another subscriber request today. Get calendar spread pricing in Python with the Yahoo Fin library. Now, if you know what calendar spreads are, just go ahead and skip ahead. If you don't know what calendar spreads are, it's a two-leg option strategy where you purchase and sell option at the same strike, but in different expiration periods. So you have long calendar spreads where you buy the back month and you sell the front month options at the same strike price. And you got short calendar spreads where you sell the back month option and you purchase the shorter dated option. So the back month is just the longer dated option, and then the front month is the shorter dated option. And of course you can do it with weeklies, blah blah blah. All right, so first thing we're going to do is copy all the code from our vertical spread price calculator and then get it into a new file. And then we're going to go ahead and just change up all the code to get calendar spread pricing. So obviously open up your Python, strap on your seatbelt, and get ready to make some money. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the name, obviously, of the function. And then instead of having a long strike and a short strike, we're going to change out our expiration number. So we're going to have a long expiration number and then a short expiration number, and we're just going to have one strike price that we're using. But when we're building it, we're going to take it out of the function so we can check all of our variables here, and then we're going to have our inputs right here so that we can kind of audit our code. And of course, we're going to take it out of the try block. Okay, so now that we've amended our function to include our long expiration, our short expiration, and a single strike price, and we've also amended our variables here to have the same, we're going to do a long put calendar spread here. We'll be long the back month and short the front month here. This is the Feb expiration and this is the Jan expiration here at the strike of 18. Now what we want to do is we want to get data for our long expiration and our short expiration. So we're going to need to change our call to get data and the call data here and the put data. We're going to change our function calls for two options chains. All right, now that we've got two sets of data for our long expiration and our short expiration, we're going to want to trim the data down for just the strike price so that when we do our numeric data types here, we can just do less computations. So instead of having a long strike and a short strike in the same expiration, we're going to have a single strike price per expiration cycle. So we're going to need to trim both of these variables here. All right, so that looks good. What I want to do right quick is just have some output so we can just go ahead and test some of the code that we have. So I'm going to make a quick little code that just shows some output. It looks like we have our pretty data right here. I had to change the strike from 18 to 19 because the 18 wasn't available in the back month. So we're looking at the 19 strike here. It wasn't available in the front month, so it wasn't popping up for short chain data. So now we got it here, we're good to go. What we want to do is reset the index here. That's going to turn these numbers into 0. Next, we want to just make sure everything's a numeric data type. All right, next, real quick, we're going to just create a mid price for both chains just for reference. All right, the mid price calculation looks good. Next thing we want to do is get the spread price. So if we're buying on the back month, we want to buy on the ask, and if we're selling on the front month, then we want to sell on the bid. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're doing a short spread or a long spread, you're always going to be buying on the ask and you're going to be selling on the bid. Now, that being said, don't confuse bid and ask spreads with option spreads. So like a calendar spread is a completely different thing than your bid ask spread. Same thing with vertical spreads and diagonal spreads. So don't get that confused. And when you're trading option spreads, multi-leg strategies, you gotta pay the spread on both contracts. So your contract spread is generally, let's just say, twice as large because you're trading two contracts. So careful out there. That spread, especially if you're trading really small price contracts, can really eat your profits. And then you got to pay commissions too. So multi-leg strategies have their disadvantages and their advantages as well. So let's go ahead and calculate that spread price. All right, nice. So it looks like our spread price calculation works. Obviously here we're buying on the ask and selling on the bid, and that difference is 62 cents. So that all looks good there. We're going to want to round that, make it a little pretty. And then next what we're going to want to do is just change around kind of our output here, just to be, instead of using the strike price, we're going to just see if the short expiration is, or the short expiration is larger or smaller than the long expiration. That'll tell us if it's a long call spread or a short call calendar spread. All right, so that's pretty easy to understand. If the long expiration number is larger, that means it's a further away expiration cycle. So if that's larger, you're gonna pay more than the option that you're selling in the front month. So it's gonna be a net debit. It's gonna be a positive spread value. You're gonna pay for that spread. And same thing with the short and long. Just if you're buying the back month, it's gonna be a positive number for the spread price because there's more time to expiration. So pretty easy to understand. Okay, that all looks good. Let's see if it runs, and then let's output the price here just so we can take a look at it. It looks like it's running just fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna indent everything. We're gonna put it back into the function, and we're gonna add a try block that's gonna catch any index errors if the strike is not available in any of the expiration cycles. We can see it runs. You got to put your ticker in, your spread type, call or put. It's a string, so put it in quotes, just like the ticker. You put your expiration number and your short expiration number, your long expiration number, short expiration number, get your strike price in there, bam, it runs. All right, that's pretty awesome. So you can get long, short, put, and call calendar spreads just like that, really easy. You get the price output right there in the command line, and then you can just plug that into any of your algorithms or any of your fund pricing models. All right, fam, let's go ahead. Let's get these bags.